Chapter 1: The Relentless Mindset. In the first chapter, Grover introduces the concept of the relentless mindset, which he describes as a mindset that separates the good from the great, and the great from the unstoppable. He argues that in order to achieve greatness, one must have a relentless mindset, which is characterized by a number of key qualities, including clarity, knowing exactly what you want and what you're willing to do to get it. Confidence, believing in yourself and your abilities, even when others doubt you. Commitment, being willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable it may be. Consistency, maintaining your focus and drive over the long term, even when faced with setbacks or obstacles. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Develop a clear and specific vision for their business, and regularly revisit and refine it. Build self-confidence by focusing on their strengths, learning from their mistakes, and surrounding themselves with positive and supportive people. Commit to their goals by setting deadlines and holding themselves accountable, and being willing to make sacrifices and take risks to achieve them. Establish consistent habits and routines that support their goals and help them stay focused and productive. Chapter 2: The Cleaner. In this chapter, Grover introduces the concept of the cleaner, which he defines as someone who gets the job done no matter what. The cleaner is the ultimate embodiment of the relentless mindset and possesses a number of key qualities, including fearlessness, the ability to perform under pressure and in high-stress situations. Ruthlessness, the willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, even if it means going against social norms or breaking rules. Obsession, a single-minded focus on their goals, to the exclusion of all else. Emotional control, the ability to control their emotions and remain calm and focused in any situation. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Develop their skills and expertise in their chosen field, so that they are able to perform at a high level even in difficult situations. Be willing to take risks and go against the norm if it means achieving their goals. Maintain a laser-like focus on their goals, and avoid distractions or other projects that may detract from their progress. Learn to control their emotions and remain calm and focused even in high-pressure situations. Chapter 3: The Closer. In this chapter, Grover introduces the concept of the closer, which he defines as someone who can finish the job and get the results they want. The closer is a step beyond the cleaner and possesses a number of key qualities, including aggressiveness, the ability to seize opportunities and take decisive action. Accountability, the willingness to take responsibility for their actions and the outcomes they produce. Resourcefulness, the ability to find creative solutions to problems and overcome obstacles. Fearlessness, the ability to embrace and overcome the fear of failure. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Be aggressive in pursuing their goals, and take advantage of opportunities as they arise. Take responsibility for their actions and the outcomes they produce, and be willing to learn from their mistakes. Cultivate a resourceful mindset, and be open to finding creative solutions to problems. Embrace the fear of failure and use it as motivation to work harder and smarter. Chapter 4: The Competitor. In this chapter, Grover introduces the concept of the competitor, which he defines as someone who is always pushing themselves to be better than the competition. The competitor is a step beyond the closer and possesses a number of key qualities, including focus, the ability to stay laser-focused on their goals, even when faced with distractions or obstacles. Confidence, the belief that they can and will win, no matter what the odds may be. Intensity, a level of energy and effort that goes above and beyond what is required. Adaptability, the ability to adjust and adapt their approach as needed, in order to stay ahead of the competition. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Identify their competition, and study their strengths and weaknesses in order to find ways to differentiate themselves. Maintain a high level of focus and concentration, and avoid distractions that may detract from their progress. Build self-confidence by focusing on their strengths, learning from their mistakes, and surrounding themselves with positive and supportive people. Be willing to adapt and adjust their approach as needed in order to stay ahead of the competition. Chapter 5: The Closer's Checklist. In this chapter, Grover provides a checklist of key qualities and habits that are essential for success as a closer. These include consistency, the ability to maintain a high level of focus and effort over the long term. Reliability, the ability to consistently produce high-quality results. Fearlessness, the willingness to take risks and embrace the possibility of failure. Mental toughness, the ability to handle pressure and overcome obstacles. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Develop consistent habits and routines that support their goals and help them stay focused and productive. Build a reputation for reliability and consistency by delivering high-quality results on a consistent basis. Be willing to take calculated risks and learn from their mistakes. Cultivate mental toughness by practicing resilience, persistence, and the ability to handle pressure and adversity. Chapter 6: The Power of Mindset. In this chapter, Grover emphasizes the importance of mindset in achieving success. He argues that while talent and skill are important, mindset is the key factor that separates the best from the rest. Key mindset qualities that Grover identifies include ownership, the belief that you are in control of your own destiny and that you have the power to create the outcomes you desire. Urgency, the sense of importance and urgency that motivates you to take action and achieve your goals. Relentlessness, the determination and persistence to keep pushing forward, no matter what obstacles or setbacks you may face. Action, the willingness to take decisive action and make things happen. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Take ownership of their business and their goals, and develop a sense of responsibility for their success. Cultivate a sense of urgency by setting deadlines, prioritizing their goals, and taking action quickly and decisively. Develop a relentless mindset by maintaining a laser-like focus on their goals and persisting in the face of obstacles or setbacks. Be proactive and take action to move their business forward, rather than waiting for opportunities to come to them. Chapter 7: The Process. In this chapter, Grover emphasizes the importance of focusing on the process rather than the outcome. He argues that successful individuals are not necessarily focused on winning or achieving a specific goal, but rather on the process of getting there. Key qualities of individuals who focus on the process include patience, the ability to stay focused on the long-term goal, rather than getting distracted by short-term wins or losses. Consistency, the ability to maintain a steady level of effort and focus over time. Discipline, the ability to stick to a plan or routine, even when it may be difficult or uncomfortable. Self-awareness, the ability to recognize their strengths and weaknesses and make adjustments as needed. To implement these points in business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Focus on the process of achieving their goals, rather than getting caught up in the outcome. Set a long-term vision for their business, and break it down into smaller, actionable steps that can be taken on a regular basis. Develop a consistent routine or plan that supports their long-term goals, and be disciplined in sticking to it. Continuously assess their own strengths and weaknesses, and make adjustments as needed to stay on track. Chapter 8: The Dark Side. In this chapter, Grover acknowledges that the relentless mindset can have a dark side. He warns that the qualities that make someone successful can also make them difficult to be around, and may even be detrimental to their personal life or well-being. Key qualities of the dark side of relentless include selfishness, the tendency to prioritize one's own goals and desires over the needs of others. Arrogance, the belief that one is superior to others and that their success is solely due to their own efforts. Isolation, the tendency to withdraw from others in order to focus solely on one's own goals. Burnout, the risk of becoming exhausted or overworked due to a relentless focus on success. To avoid the negative effects of the dark side of relentless, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Cultivate a sense of empathy and consideration for others, and strive to build positive relationships in all areas of life. Recognize that success is not solely due to one's own efforts, but also to the support and contributions of others. Make time for personal relationships and activities outside of work, in order to avoid burnout and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Practice self-care and prioritize physical and mental well-being in order to avoid the negative effects of burnout or exhaustion. Chapter 9: The Legacy. In this chapter, Grover emphasizes the importance of thinking beyond one's own success and considering the legacy they want to leave behind. He argues that the most successful individuals are not only focused on their own achievements, but on how they can impact others and make a lasting difference. Key qualities of those who focus on leaving a legacy include purpose, the belief that their work has a greater meaning and purpose beyond their own success. Impact, the desire to make a meaningful and lasting impact on the world around them. Service, the willingness to serve others and use their success to help others achieve their own goals. Humility, the recognition that success is not solely due to one's own efforts, but to the support and contributions of others. To leave a lasting legacy in their business, entrepreneurs can take the following steps. Identify their purpose beyond their own success and strive to find ways to make a meaningful impact on others. Find ways to use their success to serve others, whether through mentorship, philanthropy, or other forms of community engagement. Cultivate a sense of humility and gratitude, recognizing that their success is due in part to the support and contributions of others. Set a long-term vision for their business that extends beyond their own success, and work to build a lasting legacy that will benefit others for years to come.